This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
What?
You're playing.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh. My story.
My poor story.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
I'm really curious if anyone has ever purchased this game and followed the direction perfectly and then went, that was a short game.
It's a weirdly short, bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, will you go through the door on your left or the door on your right?
I mean, I have to get the Disobedience ending. I have to keep going the wrong way. Or doing nothing. Will he do anything? It's just nothing's happening.
Doing nothing is also sometimes a choice. But
doesn't appear to be a choice this time.
The narrator wants you to go through the left. What do you do?
Go through the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Now, okay. I was going to say if it loops again.
Exactly as Stanley would.
All right.
That
so he's forcing you
responsibly and always putting
Is he,
the
though?
story first.
I mean,
I'm
you can
quite
try
sure
as many times as you want. We'll see if he breaks him.
All right.
I don't recall.
When Stanley
It's been a long time. I
came
played this
to
when it
open
came out.
doors,
It's been like
he
5 years.
entered the door on his left.
And he's updated it a lot since then, apparently.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly
I think it's
as Stanley
literally
would.
just looping.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Gotta keep an eye out for that important
When
firm.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, the office
Yet
is
there was
back
not
to
a single
normal.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Matrix.
office.
The Matrix
It
has been
means
changed.
you're on a special ending and you can't branch off to that ending.
Yeah, that makes sense because that
So
would be
you're
a lot
still
of
in the
endings.
middle of the Disobedience now because you've been re-educated.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten a clean start again.
Okay, these doors are locked.
Stepping
What
inside
the
his
hell?
manager's office, Stanley was once again
Manager's
stunned
office is
to
different.
discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
What is this?
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
What is happening?
Until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Basically, a
Surely
man
behind this
programmed
door lay
a
all the
10-minute
answers
game.
to his questions.
And then he did it
And beyond
50
all
times.
problems, the passcode. He had seen it on his
No
boss's
kidding.
computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door?
Please speak
Would it still
clearly
work?
into
There
the
was only
receiver.
one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Did I, though? Was it Night Shark 115?
Yes.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I'm trying. I can't actually talk in this game.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
But Stanley has been trained not to speak up.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect
It's like
Stanley
in
shows for his
Portal where it
choices.
says
He knows
press
what it means to take a
space to
story
talk,
seriously.
and then you jump.
If you didn't want to see what I had
Oh,
to show
yeah.
you,
And he goes,
why did come
okay,
here?
well,
had a
you
choice,
jumped.
you
You
know.
didn't
You could
say
have run through the
anything
door
in
on the
Portal
right.
2.
You could have
Yeah,
done
yeah,
that.
I remember
What the hell
that.
you wanted
I
over
think
there? Why did you
the
come to
freezing
see me?
may have done
Say
some
something to me.
brain
Explain
damage.
yourself,
Oh,
you
no, it
coward.
wasn't.
Yeah, no,
Fire.
it's when you wake up in your cubicle room.
When Stanley came
It's like
to
the
a set
first
of
line.
open doors, he entered
What is happening?
Now you're looking down on Stanley. So this is the end of this
Hello?
disobedience.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
This was the first ending I ever got.
Thank you for playing the Stanley Parable.
All right.
And
Yeah.
then you were like, is this game over? Was that it?
Yeah, I absolutely thought that.
Yes. So my theory earlier came full circle.
I saw these credits. This was the first thing I did, and I went, what happens if you do it the other way, though? That was the end of the game, because I had no idea. I knew nothing about this game.
Yeah.
It's just like cheap, or I got it in a package or something. It was back when before Steam was all garbage, and
Yeah.
so things on the new games list would just pop up, and then it'd be like, oh, that's $20 and looks interesting, and
Yep. I'm kind of wondering if GOG is kind of becoming what Steam used to be.
I mean, the games on there are a lot better.
Yeah, and there's a lot fewer. And you can actually go to new releases, and there's like 20 games.
Yeah, it's not flooded with garbage. Except for, all the old garbage. That's mostly garbage because it was old.
Yeah, of course.
For your nostalgia.
They have Warcraft on there now. 1 and 2.
I never even played 1.
I played 2, but it was old when I got a copy
Yeah.
of it, and my computer
Me
couldn't
too.
run it because it was too old.
Oh, no, I got to play it. So yeah, you're playing again. We're back at the
Good.
beginning.
We're back in the game.
So what new things will you try out now? I can think of a couple.
Well, yeah, actually. So I still don't think there's anything on the left, so I'm going to take the right door.
Stanley
Yeah.
came
Well,
to
first I'm
the
gonna
set
answer the
to
phone.
open.
I
This
wanna
was
go into
not
that
the
phone.
correct
I wanna get
that
that
is
ending.
that is a
And Stanley
completely
did perfectly well.
different ending. Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Start
first, just to
We'll
admire.
work
it.
our way backwards. So,
Standing now in this
here's my
incredible
thoughts.
room,
Yeah,
Stanley, for
that
the
like I
first
said,
time
that's
ever to
the
get back to
logical
business,
way
Stanley
to
took
try
the
to get every
first
ending,
open
is
door
to
on his
go from
left.
the longest ending and then do that over and over again, branching off of it backwards.
So, when eventually I'll come to this door, and I will go straight.
Yeah, though I do think that actually does put
Stanley
you
was
back
so
on
bad
track.
at following directions.
Interesting.
It's
It'll be curious to
incredible
see.
It wasn't 5 years
So,
ago.
I'm gonna go into the phone. There's also that door
Look,
that I want
Stanley,
to check.
I think perhaps
Yes.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Obviously, I can't jump
I'm
down.
not
That is
your
death.
enemy, really,
We've
I'm
discovered
not.
that.
I realize that investing in your
Well, there's
trust
a door
in
down
someone
there.
else can be difficult, but the fact
get
is
down
that
there?
the story has been about nothing but you.
I wonder if you can jump off without
There's
it
someone
having
you've been
raised itself
neglecting,
up. Like if
Stanley.
you jumped off the ledge instead of
Someone
off the
you've
lift,
forgotten about.
something would have happened.
Please, stop trying
I'll
to
try it
make
later.
every
If
decision
once I've gone through
yourself.
that door,
I'm not asking
maybe I'll
for me. I'm
backtrack for it.
asking for
I just love.
This
Sorry.
is it, Stanley.
I just
Your
love the
chance to redeem
the
yourself.
instructional
To put
video
your
on making
work
choices
aside.
in
Yeah.
the real
To
world.
let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Alright.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Here we go. I answer the phone.
Yep.
427. Is my apartment number 427?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, God.
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
No, I can't move. Okay.
All right, now.
I was gonna
I want
walk
you to
away.
come in and tell me all about
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
All right, bye.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
She doesn't have an oven. You lied to me. Good morning,
Employee
Employee 47. Press Z on your keyboard now.
So that's basically what his job is.
Stanley is quite a boring
He gets
fellow.
instructions on
He
which
has a
buttons
job
to
that
push.
demands nothing of
It's
him.
like a pointless
And every
thing.
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told
Oh.
to do. Now he's pushing a button.
It's changing
Now
into his
he's
office
eating
when I push
lunch.
buttons.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That is a hideous sink.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
TV's gone.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished.
So
off the
Stanley's
face of the
just,
earth.
this is
The
just,
thought
or according to
excited
this
him
ending,
terribly.
the entire game is just Stanley using his imagination while he's at work
So
pushing buttons.
he went further.
Yeah.
To
He
get through the
imagined that he
day.
came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
It'd be weird if
Down
he
one
actually
path
had a
lay an
mannequin
enormous
just hanging out in his
round room
office.
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Oh.
And down another was a game with a baby.
A game with a baby?
The
Yeah.
Stanley Parable. It was
I mean,
such
you
a
don't know about the
wonderful
game with the
fantasy.
baby, but
and
there's a
so
game with a
instead,
baby.
He relived it
Interesting.
again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the
There's
more
a filing cabinet
invested
stuck
he
behind a
gets,
filing
the
cabinet.
more
That
he
filing cabinet is
forgets
now
which life
useless.
is the real one.
That's where you store the demons.
I'm not trying to tell him this.
The
That in
keys
this
to the
world,
portal
he can
of hell
never
and
be
whatnot.
anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm wondering how long it'll let me not do it before you have to press it.
Well, I think that's the idea. Eventually, you'll go, well, nothing's happening, and you'll press the button.
Yeah.
And the game will beat you.
The only way to win is to not play the game.
Yeah, you've already been told that by the lady narrator.
That's true. Alright. I said alright.
I think it's an O.
You see?
Oh.
Doesn't hear me. How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand
Yeah.
that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill
Your
himself?
will was
How
broken
can I
in
get him
about
to see what I see?
25
How can I make
seconds.
him
Well,
see himself?
content. I wasn't gonna let the Let's Play go for that long.
Uh-huh. Well, no, but I mean, you would have come to the... Like, that was just going to hang there forever. Eventually, you would have pushed O or
of
turned the
course.
game off.
Yeah.
So your will was broken. Your will was, I'm not going to push the button, and your will changed over time, and you pushed the button.
More to convey this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I tried again.
Please
And
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh, man.
These endings are excellent.
Now, what about this baby game?
Yeah, I want to find out about this baby.